Hello, work life warriors. Happy Sunday. I hope you're doing well. What are you doing today for play, fun, laughter, joy? Work is tomorrow. So, what are we doing to make sure when our alarm goes off tomorrow, we hop out of the bed ready to add some much needed value in the world instead of hitting the alarm button 11 times? What are we doing? Please share with me in the chat. How did you add play, fun, joy, laughter to your work week, to your weekend? And how did you decrease stress and cortisol? I would love to know. Please share with me in the comments one of the best ways, or at least for me, I absolutely enjoy this way of reducing stress, which is reading. Reading is so fundamental to our leadership, to our development, and it's so important for stress relief. So we may go days, weeks, months, years without reading, without learning something useful to help us grow and develop. I always say, learn something today that your future self will thank you for. And the way you do that is gaining the information you need through credible experts, through books, right? We can look at videos, we can listen to audiobooks, but there's something very important and critical about your eyes shifting left to right. It is the way to activate your parasympathetic nervous system. It is the way to decrease cortisol in the body. It also helps with memory, clarity, and help with your vocabulary. So reading is so beneficial. Right now I am in the Athena Leadership program, and we are reading this book. It will go until May, and there are 8 principles. So far, we have gone through 2, and so this will be the 3rd principle that we're talking about. Athena of the Triangle is such a great program. I am learning so much. I am so grateful to be among women who are in leadership or other leaders. I am learning so much, and the reason why I joined this program is because their principles align with my values. And so we have work to do each month before our workshops and after. And so what I would like to do is, in addition to doing the work, I would like to make a video because I believe these principles are so very important, so vital, and they can be beneficial to anyone who wants to live a quality life, who wants to invest in their leadership. And so this is video 3, and the 3rd principle is build relationships. And so I find this to be a very important principle because you are just one person. You cannot be in many different places at once. Sometimes you have to be in places that are urgent and not necessarily important, right? And so if you are in these urgent places, putting out fires, you want someone in important places to bring up your name, to recommend you, to talk about you, right? And so building relationships, building connections, networking is so very important. Humans are mammals, which means we are social. We depend on one another. We are not an island. We need each other to thrive. Any instance that you have throughout the day, any experience, it is a shared experience, right? You can't necessarily in this society have an experience that is isolated. It just can't, right? Even if you are in a place that is remote, it's just you still need or have human interaction, because all of the food, all of the clothing, the tools, the equipment, the instruments you use just to run your daily life was created through a network of people. And so living is a shared experience. What we do or don't do really impacts the collective, right? And so it's so very important for us to build the relationships that help nurture us and to give the best of ourselves to help nurture other people. Because in order for our society to improve, we individually have to improve. Societies or collections of people are made of individuals, and we are only as strong as our weakest link. So as long as I am developing myself and nurturing relationships that help me flourish, to help me grow, expand, then I can help the next person, right? Each one teach one. And it just raised the level or the quality in society, because people are investing in their neighbor. They are their brother's keepers. They are, holding each other accountable. They're forming these relationships to bring out the best, in themselves and in the people that they have a relationship with in their communities. And so, how often has an opportunity, I know, especially for me as an entrepreneur, I have got many different references out of nowhere because of the connections that I made. And I can't necessarily say that they're out of nowhere because I have nurtured these connections. I thoroughly enjoy people. I'm a very genuine person. And so when you're around me, you feel loved, you feel like you're in peace. We tend to flow and are in harmony. And so, in general, just knowing that that is a strength of mine, I want to be around other people who also have that same strength. And I want to nurture relationships with people who focus on that, make it a priority, right? Emotionally, we are all in different places in life. And then with the different places we are emotionally, we are also in different places as far as materially, right? Or what we have manifested. And so it is very important for you to have someone who has more than you, both emotionally, spiritually, physically, moving at a quicker pace than you. Me personally, I've always, from leaving Maryland, I've always attached myself to the smartest person in the room. I tend to be the weakest link in the groups that I'm in, just because I run so fast and work so hard that I like to be the weakest link because it gives me so much opportunity to grow and develop from the people that I'm around. It helps set the standard, and I do really well in environments where people are thriving. It allows me the opportunity to get in alignment and thrive too. And so it's very important to build these networks within each environment that you're in, the networks within your family, nurture those relationships, develop them, be authentic in them, have more than just surface relationships with people, or as they say, what's it called? Like, will you please share with me in the comments. I can't think of what it's called, but it's not small talk. I tend to not be a person who enjoys small talk. I like to talk about deeper or more interesting things. I like to discuss ideas and concepts. And so I tend to stay away from small talk. Not that anything is wrong with small talk, but we have to develop our relationships deeper than that, right? And so small talk can kind of stand as a barrier to really getting to know each other. We could talk about the things that's going on, or we could talk about the things that really matter, that help you nurture a deep relationship with that person, so that they can vouch for you when you're not in the room, when you're not around, so they can refer people to you or opportunities to you, so that they can help stretch, grow, push, and expand you the way that you're doing with them. And so in each section, I kind of just took a little pad, a little note, and right here it says, empathy simply requires us to be sensitive to and respectful of others, treating them as we would like to be treated. Now, I like to say that there's a caveat to this, because a lot of us have been treated poorly, and we don't realize that we've been treated poorly, so our standards are kind of low. So I would say treat everyone the way you would treat a newborn baby. We are very gentle and kind with newborn babies. We talk to them lovingly, and that's how we should be talking to ourselves, and how we should nurture the relationships around us. Empathy is one of the biggest skills that you could develop and utilize in order to deepen and fortify your relationships. Living is a shared experience, and so we will all need each other to grow and develop, and it's in our best interest to develop these relationships, because it makes us more, relationships are a resource, but it makes us more confident in how we maneuver in the world, knowing that we have support, or we have a quote-unquote safety net. So I absolutely love this principle, and I will work more to develop connections, to build connections, to be better at nurturing connections. It's just a matter of learning more about yourself, your strengths, your boundaries, so that you are able to better define and discuss this with other people, so that your expectations meet. and so that there aren't any conflicts or confusion when it comes to your relationship. The best things that you could bring into the relationship is a healthy you, right? The healthier you are, the more healed you are, the more clarity you have, the better friend you could be, the better coworker, family member, the better you are in general, right? And you deserve the very best. We all deserve the very best. And it comes with investing in our professional development alongside our personal development. We spend so many years developing professionally so we're able to take care of ourselves that we're stunted in our personal growth. And leadership is all about personal growth, right? We are all leaders in our own right. We have to lead ourselves, we lead our families, our communities, we lead the tasks and duties and responsibilities we do every day at work. And so it's in our best interest to develop ourselves personally so that we can be better at what we do, right? Develop our emotions, fortify our relationships, work on our weaknesses, or I like to say boundaries, and make sure that we are showing up and giving ourselves the opportunity to show up as our best selves, and picking the relationships that help nurture that help you want to show up and learn from other people and be a role model to other people. So again, I am so very proud to be a part of the Athena Leadership Program, and I am learning so very much, and I will continue to come back and talk about these Athena principles because I think they are so important. And what would our world, or what would the corporate environment look like if all people practice these 8 Athena leadership principles? What would our world look like? Of course, each person will embody these principles differently, which is what we need them to do, right? Experiences become a lens in which you see the world uniquely. And so embodying these principles, people will show up differently, which is ultimately what we need, right? I believe it is time for a reform. The world is calling each of us to show up as our best self, to give the best of ourselves. We deserve to pour in, to invest in ourselves, and we deserve people around us who would do the same thing. I see you, you are worthy, you are more than enough, and you are meant or put here for a reason, right? It is no accident. And so it is in our best interest to find the people who see you the way you want to be seen and develop those relationships so that you can grow and develop, and you can help the other persons in your life do the same thing, which ultimately helps the society that we live in. So I hope this helps, work-life warriors. Go out there and manage your stress and make sure that you are investing in your personal development in addition to your professional development, that you are practicing stress management and wellness to improve the overall quality of your life. You only have one life, and the way to live your best life is to clear up all of the drama, the madness, the negativity, anything that is holding you back, limitations, mental chatter. Eliminate them. And you do that through being mindful, through practicing awareness, and through having a growth mindset and learning always, right? Which was principle number 2, I think, learn constantly. So thank you so much, work-life warriors, and I will see you on tomorrow for Monday's stress management and wellness topic. Thank you so much, and have a great day. And you still have time to get out there and manage your stress. So come tomorrow morning, you're ready to go to work to add some much needed value in the world. You have one life, and work is your contribution to life. So take it seriously and be the best that you can be, and do the best that you can do by investing in yourself. Thank you so much, work-life warriors, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.